Hey Virgo, it's Amber here at Persephone's Journey Tarot. Welcome back to those who are returning, and welcome to anyone who's new. Please do remember to like, share, and subscribe, especially if you find that the video resonates, it's helpful to you. Yes, I truly appreciate that. If you'd like your own reading, you can always email me at persephonesjourneytarot@gmail.com or at symbolsforliving@gmail.com, but all the details will be in the description box below. Okay, so for February 2020, Valentine's Day, to be honest with you, it looks really good. We've got the 10 of Cups, the 9 of Cups. We have got the 8 of Cups though. However, that's the only real card I would say is suggesting that you're not quite happy with the situation, or you want more, you may be dissatisfied. The 4 of Cups did pop out actually as I was shuffling, and so did the 7 of Cups. They kept popping out. So I don't know if Spirit tried to get my attention around you not being ready to make a decision or to accept new love at this point, or to accept, you may just not be open to it because you're trying to figure out what it is that you want. And the 8 of Cups is going on that quest to find out what it is that you actually want. So looking at your feelings and your partner's feelings, it looks as if for your partner, I mean, we do have the Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune, and then we've got this Knight of Swords person here. So I'm thinking that you're dealing with someone that may be a little bit younger than you, or someone that's got a young spirit who's very talkative or very intelligent, that seems to want to, I think, make their way back to you, because they're making their way back to you in the month of February, carrying love or this want of a new start, some sort of romance. It could be a gift. You know, we have got the hand extending something within it. So, you know, it could be a gift of love, of peace, maybe someone seeking forgiveness. The Knight of Swords is someone who does come in with an argument or trying to prove a point. So maybe they are trying to say, you know, I'm sorry, I know, you know, I've done something wrong. These are my reasons, and trying to really fight for what it is that they believe in, using their wit, intelligence, and you know, conversation. They very much are strong in their throat chakra, so that's where if they have to fight, they're going to fight with their words. If they need to prove something or say something, they're going to do it with their words and their intelligence. The Wheel of Fortune again talks about someone possibly coming back around. Okay, the 10 of Cups does show me that, you know, this person does really care for you. They see you as a good friend. They see you as a family member. They see you as someone that brings a lot of peace into their life, a lot of happiness. You bring in a certain amount of sunlight and warmth and just good feelings, just a solid feeling of happiness, security. They may feel like they can build something with you. You know, they can build a relationship. They can build their life maybe around you. That's what we're getting here. So this could be someone new that's coming in. You know, this could be someone new coming in, and it would probably be, you know, some sort of karmic situation as well with the Wheel of Fortune here. The Wheel of Fortune does talk about good luck as well and opportunities. So it could be that this person is a lucky strike for you, or maybe sees you as very lucky, sees you, especially if it's someone that's from the past. And the Wheel of Fortune can talk about that sometimes, about the past revealing itself in the now, or the effect of past actions revealing themselves in the now, bringing in new opportunities because of past actions. So maybe, you know, whatever it is, or however the relationship went in the past, I would presume that you left a very good impression on this person. And I think they just want to come back. Now, it could definitely be an Aquarius person here. We've got two fixed energies here. Or it could be a Scorpio possibly as well. Pisces is here quite strongly as well though. So we've got Pisces, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus. I mean, those signs are definitely all going to be here. So we've got a lot of the fixed signs here. Could have been dealing with someone that maybe is quite fixed, is quite stubborn, maybe, doesn't change their mind easily. Um, I'm getting that this person is naturally quite maybe a committed person. But so yeah, maybe this is the kind of person that likes to finish up one thing before they start something new. Maybe it wasn't good timing in the past, and maybe they feel, they had other things to focus on in the past, and now they feel it's a good time to come back. Especially with the Wheel of Fortune here, it's got a lot to do with timing. So this person could be also the King of Pentacles types. This could be the crux of the matter. Someone who's focused a lot on work. So maybe this person was focused a lot on work in the past. Maybe that was the issue between the both of you, valuing, balancing your values, balancing your priorities, giving values to certain priorities and different values to others. Maybe that was also an issue in the relationship. Again, with the Seven of Cups and the Four of Cups that pops out, again, that does talk about a certain amount of dissatisfaction or rejection to a point for not understanding what's being offered, for not being able to appreciate what's being offered. So I feel that's definitely some sort of vibe, some sort of thing in the relationship that maybe has led things to the point that they are at, in this month in February. I can see here that for you, you've got your intuition hat on, so you're very much centered this month in your own sense of self-awareness. The High Priestess, she's very self-aware of her body. She's very connected to herself. She is very grounded. She balances both her masculine and her feminine. She's very, very centered. She's kind of that sweet spot. She is that consciousness. And I feel that, especially with the Temperance card here again, which talks about that sweet spot, that right in the middle balance. I feel that you're maybe trying to find a balance. And I would say that as well, that you're very close, I feel, to achieving it. And once you achieve it, you'll be stronger than ever, especially with the Queen of Wands here in the outcome position, or these two extra cards popped out for you for the outcome. Usually there's only three. But yeah, it definitely looks like you are going to be finding balance when it comes to your emotions internally. So maybe in the past, emotions were quite turbulent, or they were more unhappy, maybe they were more sad. And I feel like you've really kind of found an understanding within yourself, and you've come to some sort of acceptance within yourself as to how things have played out. You kind of made peace with it, I feel, or you're making peace with it. And you're connecting a lot to your own intuition, as I said, not looking outside for answers, but really asking yourself, okay, so how did I get here? What did I do? And taking responsibility. And these are all major arcana you've got here. So I think you really are going through a process that, once achieved, will stand you in good stead for the very foreseeable future. Like, you really are evolving and growing as a person in your character. And it's good to see the High Priestess here, because it shows you're getting closer to yourself. You're able to maybe manage your emotions better. You're able to listen and hear your intuition a lot more this month. And yeah, you see also maybe as well where you trip yourself up, and where maybe you need to find balance in the expression of your feelings, wants, needs, and desires in relationships as well, with the Temperance card here. So yeah, I feel like it's going to be a very, very beautiful month. I would suggest, especially with these cards being here, if you are single and no one seems to be around, or you're not involved with anyone, then this is about pampering yourself, most definitely focusing on yourself, loving yourself, connecting to your higher self, very spiritual month, connecting with your angels, coming back down to earth, really grounding yourself and nurturing yourself and healing, and also setting objectives for yourself, goals, becoming realigned with your path. So it's very much about realignment, but especially when it comes to your emotions, your impulses, and really trying to, I think, target them in a way that is true to your path, true to your destiny. So if this person may come back, and we've got the Nine of Cups here, so it could be that you've been wishing for this person to come back, and they have, and they do. And there could be a catch with the Nine of Cups here. And we've got the Page of Cups as well. Seven of Cups here again, yeah. So, yeah, definitely this looks like there's going to be someone sending you love messages. Again, could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Got Scorpio here as well, though. So for some of you, you are really dealing with Scorpios. Some of you, they are definitely Pisces. Cancer hasn't come through very strongly, but we do have one Cancer card up here. So it could be a water sign. You're dealing with the water sign. Maybe this month is very much about emotions. You connecting to your emotions. It will be your emotions that's going to be stirred this month more than maybe anything else. And maybe this is the challenge to remain grounded this month, and focused on practicalities, being realistic maybe to a point as well. Again, finding that sweet spot between your dreams and what's practically possible at the moment. There may need to be some balance there as well. Yeah, that may need to be thought about. Yeah, it may be that you're also making work quite a priority this month as well. You may just be putting yourself first. I mean, this is also the Virgo card, right? I mean, I usually relate it more to Capricorn, but it is the Earth, King of Earth in an Earth sign reading, so could very well be representing you. We have got the Ten of Coins here as well. So money is definitely a focus, and Spirit's actually advising you to think of the long term, to think about practical, the practicalities or longevity when it comes to your decisions. Not about making decisions that make you happy right now. It is about making sure that it's aligned to your truth, aligned to who you are. Is this person really who you feel can walk this path with you? Or, would their type of lifestyle fit in or work with your lifestyle? Not that it has to be the same, but at least they need to complement each other to an extent, For instance, you get some people who like to be with their partner all the time, and always see them for lunch and all those things. And you get some people who who have got partners that are at work, on business trips or working a lot, and you then have to find a lot of things to entertain yourself. So if that doesn't fit with you, if you want the kind of relationship that on your that fits in with your path, which may be more around spending a lot of time with your partner and really going through things together, I don't know, or you're happy to do your own thing, whatever it is, I feel that you need to make sure this person is aligned with your truth. So it needs to be practical. It needs to be able to work. Okay. But yeah, like I was saying, I feel this person does. I think you have been probably wanting to be with this person. As we do have the Nine of Cups here, it looks like you will be getting some sort of wish fulfillment, and they will be contacting you this month, especially with the Knight of Swords as well, and all this kind of energy around them. For those that these messages are resonating with, this person will be coming back to say something, to defend themselves as well, to kind of say, look, this is why I did what I did, or I still want to fight for this. They may want to give it another chance, but they think that now it's better timing. The Temperance card can also talk about timing as well. So it could be that for you, you know, what you're going through now with the Temperance card here, you're going through like a healing process of rebalancing. And I think this can be a very sensitive time. Literally one drop too much could disrupt the balance here when it comes to the Temperance card. It is about being focused on one thing and really steadying and staying poised to achieve that. So again, the messages are very vague, but that's the kind of energy I'm picking up here. Like, that's what is going on with you this month, is you're very focused. It's almost like you've got an arrow-like focus on something, or you're having to walk a tightrope kind of energy. Not that you're in any danger, but it's like you're keeping very steady towards maybe keeping your own inner balance. Maybe that's maybe that's your focus. But it could also be to do with work or other goals that you have. But the focus is definitely very, I think, inward. But anyway, we've got the Fool card and the Death card here. So yeah, again, this does reiterate a lot of what's been said in terms of the work you're doing on yourself and the changes that you're going through. You've got the Fool card and the Death card, new beginnings and final endings that are bringing about transformation within you. You've started a whole new internal journey towards a very new, brand new you. You shed skin here with the Death card. There are some things in your life that existed last month or the month before, or 2019, that you are leaving there and you are not taking with you at all. When I saw these cards, I thought, okay, the Queen of Swords must be around here somewhere, but I couldn't see her apart from when I went into the back of the deck, or I should say this part of the deck, and I think I saw the King of Swords. So again, it's confirming this Aquarius energy, or Libra maybe, Gemini, this kind of air sign energy that's around as well. But yeah, there's definitely this cutting out of things, taking no prisoners. It's like, if it's like you're very black and white about things. It's like, if you don't fit, you don't fit. I don't care how good or shiny you look, which is kind of a pretty good energy to be in. The Nine of Cups can actually also symbolize not just wish fulfillment, but you finding happiness or figuring out what it is that really makes you happy, and not compromising on that. Finding fulfillment within yourself as an individual, not necessarily as part of a couple. So that's definitely happening, I think, here for you as well. You're really shedding you're really doing some shedding, especially if there have been people that have been in your life for a long time, or had power in your life for a long time, but really are no longer serving you currently, like in the state that you're in terms of you being very, very focused on your path, your journey, your higher self. You're kind of no longer giving them any power, it's definitely out with the old and in with the new kind of energy here as well, most definitely. But I feel like it's very positive because, you've got the High Priestess here. She knows herself. And really, they say that we will never ever really know ourselves. Like, there'll always be some other side of us that we can't quite comprehend or understand, or maybe even see blind spots. So the High Priestess is a very powerful card in terms of she starts to she's the that card speaks to kind of piercing the veil, or looking at some parts of the subconscious, being able to see parts of ourselves that usually kind of remain in the dark, bringing light into dark areas, maybe within our own psyches. And the Temperance card here is also really good because it talks about this healing and rebalancing. And I just feel like you're on really good form. I mean, the High Priestess is one of the best cards I feel to get in terms of self-development. And I feel like you are going through this transition, which is really interesting because we're in February. So I wonder what the planets are doing. It might be interesting to look at your astrology as well for this month. I think there was stubbornness here though as well with regards to the relationship and away from just what you're going through individually. I think that there was a certain amount of stubbornness here as well. The King of Pentacles also talks about the husband, as well, or the family man. So it could be that there's also those kind of themes occurring. Maybe this person is wanting something like that now, something more stable and secure. This is going to be the main part of their argument, that they're now maybe ready to, to be your man, to be stable with you, to make that commitment, to buy that house, to buy that ring, preferably the ring before the house. But yeah, it looks as if that could be the crux of the matter in February. Commitment, prioritizing, and values, prioritizing and values. Maybe kind of big themes that will be discussed this month. But when they come back, they're coming back to a whole new you. They may not even recognize you, or they might really like this new transformed you as well. But they're definitely going to be very much in love, and they're going to feel like very lucky to have met you and to know you and to have the opportunity to talk to you. And again, I think it's just about timing. They just feel like it's the right time now, whereas maybe before it wasn't. They may have felt that it wasn't. So we've got here as advice for you, we've got the Sun card, the Three of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. I love the Ten of Pentacles, one of my favorite cards as well. It talks about stability, longevity, loyalty, good money, financial windfalls. The Sun, again, is talking about, the sun shining, everything looking pretty and healthy and abundant and warm, So, and the Three of Wands talks about putting in a certain amount of work or making a decision and then waiting to see what comes back, but and a lot of anticipation. So again, it could have been that you were waiting for this person to come back. And Spirit is saying, well, now you've got it. This person has come back. And they've come back with a want for a long-term, stable and committed relationship. They may even want to go on a holiday. This talks about travel, both of these cards. They may be traveling to come to see you. But with the Nine of Cups here as well, I'm feeling like you're getting something that you've been waiting for, something that you've been wishing for. It's arrived here. And it could be a soulmate. With the Ace of Cups and the Sun card, we could be looking, and the Ten of Cups as well, and the Wheel of Fortune. It could be that this person really is a soulmate. Now, it also talks about honesty and listening to your heart. So I think Spirit is saying to you to really listen to your heart. Again, to be grounded and to think about the long term. Will this person work out for me long term? Can this person offer me what I know is good for me and what I know I need long term, whatever that is, without being selfish, but literally understanding what it is you need. You might need someone that is always on the end of the phone to have a chat when something's stressing you out, or you might be the kind of person that always needs, I don't know, that always needs to feel understood, or you may have a particular need that you have. You may need someone that's funny. You might need to be with someone that is able to laugh at things, or has got a good sense of humor, who isn't too serious. You might need someone who's healed, to be with. You might not want to deal with someone that's still working on things, because you're working on things, or because you've gone past that and you don't really want to deal with it. Or, it could be certain needs that you have that you need to pay attention to. You can't put them to the side. They are a priority. And whatever it is that you feel that you need is important. And that's what the Sun card is also about. It's about being honest with yourself and proud of who you are, and not making excuses for who you are. So yeah, the Sun card could also be saying to be honest with this person. When they come back, if they do come back with this cup of love and wanting forgiveness, or wanting to start over, wanting to reconnect, it is about you being honest about your needs, because whatever you choose, you're gonna have to live with for maybe years, So yeah, you are needing to be honest. The Three of Wands can also talk about kind of putting yourself out there. The Fool card also talks about that as well. Some amount of vulnerability comes with these cards, kind of putting yourself out there, being brave enough to state what it is that you want, and being happy with whatever comes back. It's like, not really being happy with it. I mean, if you don't like it, you don't like it. But like being able to kind of live with it, and still stand strong regardless, and still not be wavered by whatever the answer is that comes back. So yeah, you definitely honesty is important, and I feel like something will be coming back, or someone, I should say. Children could definitely be involved here for some of you. We've got an air sign child here that could be involved in this situation as well. So in terms of the outcome, we've got the Eight of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. So you will be making decisions. I think you're going to be asking, again, you're asking questions. You want to know. Yeah. I think you're trying to figure things out. You're trying to figure out whether or not this person really is the best fit for you. And with the Ace of Swords here, you're like, no, putting my happiness totally first here. I'm willing to walk away from this if need be. I'm willing to make a tough decision and walk away from this if I ask certain questions and I don't hear the answers that I need to hear. I feel that you will walk. So I feel that this person will come back this month, and there'll be a lot of conversation, a lot of honesty from you as well. Spirit say be honest, be proud of who you are and what your needs are. Don't hold back. They could be around to do with money and engagement and like buying a house like that. Maybe that's the kind of stability that you're really looking for, someone who is ready to settle down, because that's what you feel that you need right now in your life. You want someone that you can settle down with, someone who's sure of what they want and sure about wanting a long-term relationship. And yeah, you're going to be looking at them sideways. You're going to be analyzing this person. You're going to be dissecting what they say. You know, this person's, no wool is going to be pulled over your eyes. And interesting thing is, even though we've got Eight of Cups here, you're not making decisions out of emotion. You're making decisions out of practicalities, logic, what makes sense. Because I think if maybe you were to go with your emotions, with this being the Nine of Cups here, that you would just probably fall right into this person's arms. If it was just emotions, if you didn't have to worry about tomorrow, you know, and you probably would, with the Eight of Cups here as well, it does show that you probably really, really do like this person a lot. And maybe have even invested a lot of time and energy into this person as well, into the relationship. And I feel that now you're just like, no, no matter how much I love you, I'm on a new journey here in my life towards my happiness. And I love to see the 8, 9, and 10 of cups on the table for your reading, even though the positions are where they're positioned. I love to see that here because I really do feel like you will actually achieve this happiness. I feel like you are on the verge of something probably pretty great here, to be honest. With all these major arcanas here, I feel like you're blossoming this year. I really feel like you are really, really blossoming, and you're very grounded, and you're clear of your objectives. You know who you are, you know what you want, you know what you don't want. You know, you're leaving parts of yourself even behind. You're even being tough with yourself. You know, yeah. Wow, Virgo. Very, very powerful reading. And it's great to see these 2 aces here as well with the Death card, because we are looking at these, you know, the universe is bringing in these new beginnings for you. You've achieved this. You've been granted this new way of thinking, this new self-honesty that you have. You know, love is also, you know, new love is on the table too. Your energies are inviting, you know, people to come back and say, you know, I'm sorry, or bringing in love, you know. So I feel like you're in a really good space, and I don't blame you for protecting it. I don't blame you for being cutthroat about it and saying, well, you know, if you want me, I'm going to really need to hear the good stuff. I'm really going to need to hear what I need to hear to convince me that any doubts I have can be quashed. You know, you want them to actually prove, put their money where their mouth is, and also prove, somehow, sorry, the words on tip of my tongue and it's like they won't come out, but you want to like make sure, like I said, that this person is a good match for you, is being honest with themselves. Like, you're really going to be analyzing this person. You're going to be cutting this person into like shreds in your head. That's what I see with the Page of Swords. They're not going to get in easily. Like, if they say the wrong thing, you're going to let them know. Like, that doesn't make sense. Okay, well, that doesn't make sense. You know, I feel the Queen of Swords energy here, even though she's not here. Yeah, you're not going to be taking any prisoners, and you're looking for new starts, fresh new starts, and you're very, very, very focused on the truth. This person needs to be in touch with their own truth if they're coming back, and also you're going to be expecting them to be telling the truth. If they're not honest and truthful with you, you'll be able to see it, because you're on a whole higher level here. You're evolved this month. You can see things from your third eye. You have a good connection to your higher self. So the way you're looking at things is almost from the perspective, not necessarily of God, but a more spiritual kind of perspective. You're not caught up with all the Maya and all the romance, all the fairy tales that we, I think, especially as women or feminine beings, like generally carry with us about this knight in shining armor, and you know, it's all going to work out this way, like we see in the movies. Like, it's, you know, this is very much becoming very grounded, and trying to create a real relationship that's based on your real desires, needs, wants, dreams, expectations, and your path. So with the Queen of Wands here, we are seeing this transformation within you, which is resulting in, again, I feel that you're evolving, connecting to your higher self, very inspired, very confident, but very warm as well. Like you haven't lost the connection with your heart space. And that might be why the Queen of Swords isn't here, because the Queen of Swords can be quite bitter, you know, about things. She can have a side of her that's bitter about the past and, oh, I had to let go of this, and that she could be quite bitter. Let's just put it that way. And see, the Queen of Wands here shows that this, whatever has happened to you in the past and the change you're going through and the tough decisions that you're now having to make about love and moving forward has not made you bitter. In fact, it's made you more confident in who you are, more compassionate with yourself, and therefore able to love more deeply with others, towards others. And yeah, then we've got the Three of Cups here as well that also wanted to come out. So again, this is confirming this reconnection. I think you do want this reconnection here with this person. You do. But you're like, are they going to fit into the new me? That's what I'm getting here. Are they going to fit into the new me? If they come in overly like, yeah, like nothing happened and, let me just join in, you'll be like, no, actually, no, can only go this far. There's only so far you can go. I'm not going to let you into my heart. You've got like a bit of a, it's not so much a defensive thing, it's more of a protective energy over your own happiness. And again, you're goal driven. You've got some goals here. I mean, maybe to do with work or maybe just some personal goals that you have. And you're just manifesting. There's a huge positive energy of focus on self. It's just great. It's lovely. This is a really, really nice reading, to be honest with you. And what makes it even sweeter is that this person that's coming back in totally appreciates you at this point. Like they totally are besotted, really. Totally, I would say totally in love. Or at least they feel that they're really much in love. And like you are very lucky and that, they're very lucky to have you. So yeah, I mean, this could just be, if there hasn't been any breakup, this person is just coming to tell you that they just absolutely adore you and they want a new start with you. They want, I feel like they just feel like you're the one, and they maybe were waiting for the right time to make this into a fully fledged relationship, to make it into a committed and long-term relationship. Okay. And I do see you here because you're going through your changes, you're going through your own personal changes, that I think you're just very concerned about any decisions that you make at this point need to fit in with who you really are. And I think you're reconnecting to that. And I think while that's still maybe unclear or you're still in that process, it's quite hard to make a commitment to somebody else because you don't know who you're going to be or where you're going to be in like 2 months' time and how you're really going to feel about things. So there could also be those concerns in your mind as well. But yeah, you are really going through this beautiful transition, which is just going to lead to more and more personal happiness. So really, really, for Virgos for this year, Jupiter, I think being in Capricorn is really, I think, even starting to show itself at the moment in terms of this growth that you're having. With Jupiter probably trining your sun, expansion of your path, reconnection to your path, luck on your path. Opportunities arising here with the serendipity card to get you back in line with your path. So we've got a fork in the road, no place like home, and go the distance. Go the distance always comes out for everyone. But then we have got the fates here, which is great. So yeah, fated situation. So it looks like this person has come around. It is a fate that's come around, at the right time. It is a fated situation. It is about timing. Maybe, everything that happened in the past so that you could actually do this self-reflection. Maybe without this relationship that's happened in the past, you wouldn't even have really embarked on such inner work. You may not have just been prompted to. So that could also be happening here as well with the fate card being here. This is a fated situation. Everything is happening at the right times for the right reasons, especially again with this serendipity card. Things happening at the right time. So yeah, so we've got a fork in the road and no place like home. So there looks like there is some discomfort here around change. It's as if you're, like I said, I feel that, maybe when this person does come into the picture or does express to you that they would like to really take the relationship to the next level, to really make that more solid commitment with you, you may feel like, wow, if I make this decision to be with this person, I'm close. It's like as you walk through one door, you're having to close other doors behind you. And I think that could also be a challenge for some of you as well, that this offer, as beautiful as it is, has got you really thinking, okay, is this really for me? You want to make a sober decision. So you're totally connecting to yourself. You want to make a very sober choice. And because it would be a big change. And it would be, this is also number 13 card, the death card. It would be a complete ending to the old and a complete stepping into the new. And I think Spirit is saying to you, go for it, to be honest. Yes, you are going to ask all the questions and make sure everything's how it's supposed to be. The Eight of Cups could also talk about you moving towards this person, moving towards this new life. And again, leaving something behind. So for a lot of you, this decision really is going to be about you leaving or closing other doors. Could be other people that you were seeing, or other people, or going from being single and dating to committed, totally committed. Could be a big change for you, because maybe the person who you commit to, you may have decided this person's got to have these certain qualities, or we've got to have this certain connection, otherwise I don't think it's worth it, because again, what it is that you need, and maybe this person has come around and they are like fated, and they do seem to tick all your boxes, and they are your Nine of Cups, and you're like, okay, wow, they've come along, okay, so, and now they want something serious, okay, so now I need to really, like, wow, it could be a bit of a surprise maybe as well with serendipity here in the fates, and you're having to make a choice about this change and creating a new home, a new sense of comfort and security somewhere else. So whatever you found security in the past, you're now having to find security and feeling of safety and home in another kind of place or in another way with another person. So that's your choice, is to be brave enough, because the Three of Wands also talks about being brave, and this is Spirit's advice down here. Spirit's advice is pretty much yes, yes, yes. Go for it. Yeah. Only good things can come back from this. For those of you that, aren't dealing with someone that you don't want to be with, this person comes back and they are genuinely someone that you feel can make you happy, then Spirit is saying, yeah, you know, listen to your heart. Think about your long term. Think about, you know, don't just make a decision based on now. You know, for instance, if this person isn't, you know, Denzel Washington or Idris Elba, or, you know, isn't like, you know, George Clooney, like they aren't like totally everything, the perfect package initially. Spirit is saying, yeah, but think about the long term. You know, what are you going to need in the long term? Are you going to need good looks in the long term? You know, are you? Or are you going to need character, honesty, and other things? So, yeah, you are being asked to think about what's going to make you safe in the long term, what's going to make you feel safe and make you feel at home in the long term as well. Now, we've got the go the distance card as well. So this is more talking about your partner. So yeah, I think your partner, I see this person traveling. We've got this person going to the finish line. So it could be, again, this person very much looks like the Knight of Swords, where they're both traveling. I don't know if you can see that, but we've got like this cheetah running towards the finish line, and then we've got like this knight also dashing towards something, you know, in a lot of haste. So yeah, I feel this person's just coming back. I feel this person's just chasing after you. I feel this person may feel like they lost you, or they're just, you know, you could be some sort of icing on the cake, and they may feel like they're coming for you. Now they've done everything else they need to do in their life, whatever that was. Again, it was about priorities, work. If work was getting in the way, or this person just wasn't prioritizing you or valuing you because of other things that they were doing or having to give their attention to, I feel like now they're like, okay, now where's my Virgo? Let me go and chase them and find them and hunt them down to reconnect here with the Three of Cups. And I think that you will receive them. The Three of Cups can also talk about kind of shutting people out as well, to me, when you really look at the card. So I feel that there is still this hesitancy, but you're not bitter. You're just like putting yourself first. You're just basically saying, well, will this person actually make me happy in the long run? You know. So it's just kind of a healthy place to be. You're not rushing into it. You're still making this person answer questions. You're still making this person prove themselves, you know, in one way or another. So you're not making it easy for them simply because you know your worth and you want to protect your own happiness and well-being, and that's really it, you know. So let's look at the Mirror Love Oracle card for you, and then that'll be it. Sorry it went on for so long, but you know how it is. Sometimes there's a lot to say. So let's see what Spirit has to say for you, Virgo. Either way, the month looks really good for love. I think there will be someone coming in, probably an air sign, to come and let you know that they're into you, and it's just about timing, and they feel like it's the right time for both of you to try this thing. You know, I just don't think you're as because it's not your idea, I guess, in a way. It's like someone else's idea, so you're not kind of like thinking about it a little bit. And I think you will make the right decision. Whoa. Okay, so we've got Dating Queen. So you may be receiving a lot of gifts as well, which is perfect. Hopefully it's around the 14th, right, of the month. And we've got money. Wow. Okay. So like I was saying, it's a really good month. You're going to be getting gifts, attention from maybe a lot of people, you know, because the Wheel of Fortune can talk about an abundance, you know. We've got the Three of Cups here as well, so it's about a lot of people, or, you know, a group. So yeah, and we've got 10 of Pentacles almost twice here as well with these two cards. I think it's going to be a really good month. Money will be good, I feel, this month. Maybe you'll be receiving some sort of bonus, or maybe you'll find a new job as well in February, or embark on a new career, get a pay rise or something. But money looks really good. Again, we're looking at the long term. There are people around you, if not just one person, who have come into your life and they want a long-term relationship with you. And they're going to be probably showering you with gifts and attention more than you could maybe even handle. This person could be wealthy with the King of Coins as well. You could be dealing with a man or a woman who is doing very well financially, and they want to share that with you as well, or at least shower you with gifts with that kind of money, with the money that they have, sorry, to show you that they are able to take care of you and treat you like the dating queen that you are. So yeah, it may be more of a dating energy. This person wants more, but maybe because you're pacing it, it feels more like dating. Maybe you're making this person work for it as well, making them give you gifts, or not really making them, but letting them know that you like to be courted. And yeah, it's all destined. So for those of you watching this early, congratulations. You've got something lovely to look forward to in February. And yeah, if anything, and also for those of you watching early, just know whatever you're going through in the months preceding February, it's all happening at the right time, because destiny is kind of having things fall into place for you. We've got 3 cards here that talk about destiny and timing. So it's letting you know that what's occurring right now is happening now because it's supposed to happen at this time. Things are finally kind of fallen into place, and you will be getting some sort of wish fulfillment, messages of love. And it could be overwhelming here with the 7 of Cups as well, with you having to make a decision about love. Okay, so yeah, you could have many people as well coming to try to get your attention too. Anyway, that was way too long. Thank you so much for sticking it out this long if you have. And I hope that you got some messages that help you on your journey. I love you. Thank you so much. Take good care, and I'll speak to you in March. All right, bye.